Alright, and we are live. Alright, what is going on, everyone? This is your friendly weather dude here, and today we got a large, big fat tornado on the ground. As you can see, it is over here towards Alma, Kansas. And we have another tornado warning as well over here towards the northwest of Topeka. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. Yes. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. As you can see, we have two tornado warnings. Um, Yeah, we do have two tornado warnings. As you can see, one is radar indicated, and the other one is also radar indicated. I just hopped back on, or I just hopped on because, yeah, I just hopped on. And as you can see, we currently got some tornado warnings. I don't know if they're confirmed or not, but as you can see, it is a radar indicated tornado. If we look over here, as you can see, um, according to this, it says at 8:19 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing. Alright, guys, I am back. Alright, so here we go. So as you can see, at 8:19 Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado, and it was located near Maple Hill, moving northeast at 15 miles an hour. So things were looking pretty interesting over there. Um, it was radar indicated rotation according to the velocity. If we look here, let's see. All right, so these are our two tornado warnings over here, over towards Kansas. If you look over here, as you can see, we do have two tornado warnings over towards the west of Topeka. There's one over towards Alma, but it's currently interfering with the radar thing, the main radar station, I should say. So it's currently interfering with that, so we won't really know what's going on with that for now. But we do know what could be possibly happening towards St. Mary's. So yeah, so that is pretty much what's going on right now as of that. But like I said, there's radar indicating rotation. Things are looking pretty interesting over here. But it is radar indicated, and wow, there's gonna be a lot of hail. 2.75 inches of hail. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. And then, as you can see, we have our two tornado warnings, and we have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. And when I mean a lot, there's a crap ton. According to this, there is 14 severe thunderstorm warnings, and there is two tornado warnings. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. There's two in Illinois, 12 in Kansas, two that are tornado warnings, and 10 that are severe thunderstorms. Five in Missouri and one in Oklahoma. So that's currently what's happening for that. So all in total, we have 16 severe thunderstorm warnings. And if we go over here, with our first severe thunderstorm over here towards the south of Stockton, over here towards the south of Stockton, as you can see, we have our severe thunderstorm warning over towards Rooks County. And then over here towards Trego County, towards the south of Waukene, we also have a severe thunderstorm warning. It is producing up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, and I thought I just saw hail threat is observed. So there is currently some ongoing hail over there. We're going to start going from the west side to the east side. And then over here towards Manhattan, Kansas, and Westmoreland, there's a lot of crap going on over here. As you can see, we have three tornadoes in line. There's a lot going on over here, over towards Topeka. And as you can see, towards over by Manhattan, we currently have our max hail size is 1.75 inches of hail diameter, and max wind is up to 60 miles an hour. So winds could be getting pretty high up there, or down towards Kansas. So things are looking pretty interesting over here towards Junction City. We also have a storm hanging out over here. Same thing, 1.5, 1.5 inches of hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So, and then over here we got more stuff going on over here towards Alma and Topeka. Over here there is the thunderstorm threat is considerable with quite a bit of hail. 1.75, nearly 2 inches in diameter, so things are looking pretty interesting over there. And then our tornado warnings. This is where it gets interesting. As you can see, it is radar indicated. Max hail size is 2 inches. I want to say our places that will be impacted. It will be until 8:30 Central Time. So this warning is about to expire in 1 more minute. So yeah, it is about to expire in about a minute. It is capable of producing a tornado. It is located over towards Volland, moving northeast at 20 miles an hour, and 2 inches in diameter of hail. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. Flying debris will be dangerous with those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. I would say the cities over here, doesn't really say anything about, oh yeah, our locations that will be impacted will be Alma, McFarland, and Volland, for this warning. But this warning is about to expire in about a minute, so it doesn't really matter now. But now we have our new one. So we have a tornado warning until 9 o'clock Central Time. This is currently going to be radar indicated. Max hail size is 2 inches in diameter. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. Yeah. And then we do have our severe thunderstorm that is capable of our producing tornado. It is located near McFarland, moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. Hazard tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. We do. If you are in a tornado situation right now, I would take cover now. Move to our basement or towards a basement. A basement. My bad. I'm sorry. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are indoors, outdoors, in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. So things are looking pretty interesting over there, and our locations are including pretty much the same areas, Alma and McFarland, and a new area called Paxico. Paxico? Uh, yeah, I think so. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. But this does include the Interstate 70 between mile markers 328 and 342. So if you are on the road, I would take shelter, pull off to the side, hide in the nearest ditch or a building. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. And then we got our another tornado warning. If we look at our velocities, actually, we got something going on. Like something really going on with this thing. As you can see over here, we do have a lot of rotation. Sorry, towards Roseville and Grove. If you see, our storm is hanging out over there. It's looking pretty interesting, so we definitely have to keep an eye on it. So yeah, things are looking pretty interesting over there. Our severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado, and it was located near Maple Hill, moving northeast at 15 miles an hour. Flying debris will be dangerous with those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. And then I would take cover now, move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor or a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. And this thing is radar indicated, and our max hail size is 2.75. This thing is also looking pretty interesting on our velocity as well, over towards Roswell, Kansas. And these are pretty much the only two tornado warnings that are currently happening. So things are looking really interesting as this night goes on. With the heck of a storms going on today, um, things are looking pretty interesting. And then we got this other storm over here towards St. Joseph, Missouri, and Kansas. I think this is where large, not about medium-sized hail. Our max hail size will be up to 1.25 inches in diameter. Max wind gust is up to 60 miles an hour. The storm is also looking pretty interesting with a severe thunderstorm located near Weston, moving north at 30 miles an hour. Our location will be including St. Joseph, Athena, Elwood, Country Club, Agency, Dearborn, Rushville, Eaton, DeKalb, Iton, St. Joseph Airport, Fawcett, and Bean Lake. I'm sorry if I mispronounced those, but if you do live towards those areas, I'd make sure that you are taking shelter, um, and just being aware of the severe thunderstorm that is rolling through your area. But different story over here towards Kansas City. We got a large storm going on over here with, oh my gosh, like 3 inches in diameter hail. This is pretty much like a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. So this thing will be dumping large things of hail, like 3 inches in diameter hail. Like this is, I want to say if you like smaller this a little bit, I want to say if you include a little bit of this diameter of this coaster, um, this hail could be this big. So if you are living over towards the if you are living near Kansas City, I would be concerned with large amounts of hail. So Kansas City, Independence, Liberty, Gladstone, Smithville, Kearney, Parkville, North Kansas City, Sugar Creek, Riverside, Weatherby, Lake, Clay, Combo, Kansas City, Kansas, Courtney, Pleasant Valley, Lake, Wacomas, Glen Eyre, Fairview, Avondale, and Flatwoods. If you're living near those areas, things are looking very concerning over there with large amounts of hail. So, and we do also have a possible tornado as well over towards Kansas City, so I'd definitely be aware of that as well. And then as we start traveling ourselves over here towards the east, over here towards Missouri, we currently have our severe thunderstorm warning going on with max hail size of 1 inch and a max wind gust up to 60 miles an hour. Our severe thunderstorm warning for southern Montgomery County in east central Missouri. Over here, we do have, like I said, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. This is radar indicated with hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. These locations do include Montgomery City, New Florence, Camois, Shamrock, Big Spring, Williamsburg, Malona, uh, Gasconade, High Hill, Rhineland, Morrison, Portland, Danville, Americus, and Reform. If you are living near those areas in Missouri, I'd be a little bit worried with this storm going on. And over here, we do have our hail threat being observed. It is a small 1 inch hail in diameter and a max wind gust up to 60-mile-per-hour wind speeds. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. And this is in Illinois. And over here, nothing else is really going on. We do have this severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, inch hail up to 1 inch, and then as you can see over here, these the severe thunderstorm will be near Leonard, Liarna and Janesville around 8:15 Central Time. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. And yeah, that is pretty much going on right now. Let me turn on the radar once again. So there we go. Oh, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning going on over here. The severe thunderstorm threat is considerable, with hail threat observed and max hail size up to 1.75 inches of hail. And then we still got our two tornadoes going on over here. Ripping through over towards the west of Topeka. So we still got our storms going on. Let's see what our radar is looking like. So our radar, it's looking pretty interesting. If we look over here towards our cam, as you can see, north of Roswell, there is a little bit of rotation, but there's really nothing much to be really being really concerned of. But still, if you are near that area, I'd be taking shelter right now because you never know what is going to be going on with these. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink of water, and yeah, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am currently back. As you can see, we do actually have a confirmed tornado over here. So I am back, guys. As you can see, we do have a observed tornado over here. As you can see, our max hail size is up to 2.75 inches in diameter. So things are looking pretty interesting. A confirmed tornado was located near Roswell, moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. So things were looking pretty interesting over here. This thing was moving towards northwestern Shawnee County in east central Kansas. So things were looking pretty interesting over here. This tornado is confirmed, is on the ground as of now. So things are looking pretty interesting, and yeah, just a lot of stuff going on right now. If we look at our velocity, you can tell it is definitely spinning over towards north of Roswell. So it is looking pretty interesting. There we go. So as you can see, it is towards the northwest of Topeka, and it's continuing to move northeast. So this thing is looking pretty interesting. If we look at our correlation coefficient, there's really nothing going on, but there is our tornado on the ground. If we go back over here towards our tornado warning, it is over towards I-75 as well. Well, not I-75, US 75. So this is probably the Kansas State Route 75. I'm thinking, yes. And it's over towards I-70 as well. So if we turn this off, yeah, so it's pretty much towards the US 75 and US 40 and I-70. So this is towards pretty much in the middle, I guess, because this is US 75 and this is 70, and it's currently right in between of the two roads. So things are looking very interesting over here. And this thing is currently just spinning, and it keeps on looking very concerning as well. So yes. If we look at our velocity scan, we see that it's looking a lot more concerning as well. Over towards Roswell. So it's looking pretty interesting over towards that area. It is heading towards the northeast. Yes. So it's currently heading towards the northeast. It is towards the south of Holton and towards the northwest of Topeka. Things are looking pretty interesting over here. With our storm just keep on spinning, and it's just looking pretty crazy over here towards Kansas. Thanks, man. I've been doing this since for about 2 years now, so thank you, man. Anyways, as you can see, our tornado is currently happening, and this thing just keeps on going. This thing is currently observed, like I said. Our severe thunderstorm warnings over here as well towards Kansas. Our max hail size is 3 inches towards Kansas City, so it is currently looking pretty interesting. And then it is currently observed, so like I said, it's about the size of this coaster. So about the size, maybe a little bit smaller. Otherwise, it's pretty large over towards Kansas City. So things are pretty looking interesting over there as well, but I don't think really anything is rotating, so nothing's really spinning. But over here towards the northwest of Topeka, we still got this tornado going on. There's really nothing new from the velocity scans over towards Roswell. It's actually heading towards Grove and it's gonna be keep on going towards Marietta, Kansas. So if you see that over there, let me turn on the cam. So as you can see, it is currently towards the west of Grove. And it looks like a new severe thunderstorm warning has been going on as well. So things are looking pretty crazy as well. So we got a heck of a storm happening over towards the northwest of Topeka. It is currently observed, so it's on the ground. So, and over towards, I would say there has been a large severe thunderstorm warning issued as well. So if we go check that out, as you can see, it is a thunderstorm damage threat. It is destructive. So you can see this storm is looking very concerning. Our hail threat is radar indicated. Our max hail size is 2.75 inches. Our wind threat is radar indicated, and our maximum wind gust is up to 60 miles per hour. Personally, I think it should be higher than that because we currently have our tornadoes going on. So with our tornadoes, that could be rising as well as with a straight line wind threat. It could be kicking up some more higher wind speeds. And this does include the Interstate 70 between mile markers 337 and 344. So if you're towards this area, I'd be pretty concerned with this. And yeah. Did you see that tail when first starting? Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, the tornado signature with the little tail. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, crap. I feel bad. Ah. Yeah, we currently got some pretty interesting stuff going on towards northwest of Topeka. Thanks. Jeez. Alright, so our things are looking pretty interesting over here. We have a sip of water. Alright, so we currently have our tornado warning going on over here towards Topeka. So things are looking pretty interesting over here. As we can see, there is a severe thunderstorm warning as well. There is our thunderstorm damage threat is destructive because of all the winds going on with our tornado and everything. And if you look over here towards a Grove, you can see the velocity scans are looking pretty crazy. So as you can see over towards Grove and towards Della, it's currently looking pretty interesting with our velocities. It's looking pretty interesting with our high velocities, and our damage threat of our severe thunderstorm is pretty high. So things are looking pretty interesting as well. So we currently have our tornado going on over towards Topeka. Alright, here we go. It is a observed tornado, as you can see. Our max hail size is 2.75 inches in diameter. This is a confirmed tornado. It was located near Roswell, moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. So this thing is moving quickly. It looks like it is starting to fall apart as well. So if you look over towards Grove, it's not really concerning as it used to be. Yeah, there it is. The spinning, it really got strong and then just weakened out. And then there's what the storm actually looks like on the velocity. So we're not on the velocity, the precipitation depiction. And this is a damaging tornado and baseball size hail. So things are looking pretty interesting over here. Mm. There's really nothing going on over here towards the northwest of Topeka tornado. I think it's starting to weaken, so I think it is now lifted. I'm not so sure about that, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But we do have our ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings going on over towards here, towards the northwest of Tulsa. It's just a severe thunderstorm warning. Our hail threat, radar indicated, our max hail size is 1 inch in diameter. Wind threat is radar indicated, and max wind gusts are at 60-mile-per-hour winds. We still got our confirmed tornado going on over here towards Topeka. I think it is now lifted because the velocities are starting to weaken out. So looking pretty interesting. But otherwise, I think things are gonna start slowing down on our tornadic size, but increase in our hail size. Yes. Alright, so we currently have a tornado going over here towards the northwest of Topeka. I think it is now lifted because the velocities are looking a little less weaker because that's why I think it is starting to lift. If we look over here, our tornado is currently being observed. Our max hail size is up to 2.75 inches of hail, so about baseball size hail. So these locations do include, trying to look, over towards Grove now. If you look over here, that's what the cell currently looks like. There's really not much going on with it. And if we look at the velocities, it's not looking that concerning anymore. So I think it's not safe to say yet. Just stay in the shelter still. If you're currently in this tornado warning towards Grove. Otherwise, that's currently what's happening with our tornado warning. Yeah, currently what's going on is located near Rossville, but it is now starting to shift towards the northeast and heading up towards the northern part of Topeka. Yes, and we also got a lot of these other severe thunderstorm warnings spreading out over towards Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and parts of Oklahoma and northeast Oklahoma. So we currently have our severe thunderstorms towards Illinois, northwest Missouri. We have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, and then all across northern Kansas we have tornadoes and severe thunderstorms. And then over here towards the northwest of Oklahoma, we also have a severe thunderstorm warning. But our main concern right now is up towards the northwest of Topeka. And that's towards Grove and Marietta, Kansas. And I got a feeling it's not going to survive much longer. I think it's starting to fall apart. Our shear is starting to look a little bit more or less, but the cloud tops are just going to look even higher and have more hail threat. But we will still see possible tornadoes. And then over here towards Manhattan, Kansas, we do have a pretty large hail threat with 2.5 inches of hail going on. Our thunderstorm damage threat is considerable, so things are looking pretty interesting over here. Our max wind gust is up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. Just gonna have a sip of water. Hmm. Alrighty. So our severe thunderstorms, we currently have a lot going on. As you can see, we have about 16 warnings in total. Two in which are tornadoes, and then about 14 of those are severe thunderstorms. Most of these are going to be over the hail threat. There's not really much of a wind threat, but definitely large hail. I would say some of them might have up to 3 inches in diameter. So things are looking pretty concerning over there. If you look over here towards Alright, I'm going to turn off the radar. Over here towards the north and west of Russell, and even northwest of Russell, we currently have severe thunderstorms surrounding that area. Yeah, surrounding that area. So eventually you will be hit by that if you are in Russell. And then if you're Hannah over here towards the north of Topeka, we have our tornado warning. I don't think it's confirmed anymore, our confirmed tornado, but still stay in your shelter, or in a basement or a secure room still because it still could be on the ground. Just we just might not know it. Our severe thunderstorm warnings over here towards Seneca and Marysville, Kansas. We have that severe thunderstorm going on. Our max hail size is up to 1.75 inches in diameter. Max wind gust is 60 mph winds. Um, and then otherwise, over here towards St. Joseph, we have a large, possibly hail threat. With our max hail up to 1.75 inches in diameter. It is a considerable threat of damage. Then over here towards the northeast of Kansas City, we also have this severe thunderstorm warning going on with max hail size up to 2.7, or no, 2.5 inches in diameter of hail. And things are looking very interesting as well over there. Max wind gust is up to 60 mph winds. And it looks like our severe thunderstorm warning for Oklahoma has recently expired. And it looks like the one over here towards Illinois may as well expire. And if it keeps on going, it might actually reach Indiana. So our main focus is going to be over here towards Kansas and Missouri. And even so, Missouri is actually starting to slow down as well. It's just Kansas with all the crazy stuff. So we currently have our severe thunderstorm warnings going on over here towards Kansas and Missouri. Um, a lot of them are showing quite a bit of hail, possibly. So So over here towards Kansas, we currently have um our severe thunderstorm warnings over towards Seneca and Marysville. I don't think it's really producing a lot of hail, but just keep in mind I'd be indoors during this severe thunderstorm. And then over here towards south of Manhattan, we have a hail cell that is producing large amounts of hail. As well as over here towards northwest of Topeka. Now, say if we look over here towards our velocities for our tornado warning, it looks like it is now starting to expire towards Grove and over towards the south of Marietta. So things are looking really isn't that concerning, but definitely still stay in your safe spot. Even if it's starting to weaken out, I'd still be in the safe spot over there towards northwest of Topeka. And then if we look over here towards the northeast of Kansas City, um, we have a large severe thunderstorm going on over here with our damage threat considerable. Our wind threat is radar indicated, and our maximum gust is 60 mph wind speeds with 2.5 inches of max hail size. So things are looking really interesting over there. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. We do have our severe thunderstorms going on over towards Russell, towards the north and west of Russell, Kansas. So, not a whole lot going on other than just this severe thunderstorm warning going on over here towards the west of Terre Haute. I think so. Oh, there is a new severe thunderstorm towards the north of Casey, moving east at 25 miles an hour. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Illinois. And we also have a new tornado warning as well. It is radar indicated. Um, so if you are over towards Hoyt, Marietta, and Denson, I'd be concerned with this tornado warning. So I'd keep on the lookout for that. But as you can see, it's actually starting to come back a little bit. Nothing really concerning, but definitely still keep an eye on it because it is actually starting to re-strengthen just a bit over towards Hoyt. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I'm sorry if I didn't. And our tornado is radar indicated, so things are looking pretty interesting over there. With our tornado warning still existing. So probably once that tornado warning will be expiring, I might be calling it a night. That way we can get ready for tomorrow. Because I got a feeling tomorrow's gonna be a lot more worse than this. Like definitely. And it's gonna be on a larger scale too. Over here towards the Missouri and Arkansas. Hmm. All right. So I will be pulling up our severe weather for tomorrow. Alright, so our tomorrow severe weather, well, let's go over our tornadoes going on over here towards the northwest of Topeka. As you can see, it is a radar indicated tornado. It's still kind of holding on to the velocity over towards Hoyt. I don't know if I pronounced that city right, but it is currently radar indicated. It may possibly drop a possible tornado, but I don't know if it's likely or not. But still keep an eye on it and take shelter if you're towards Marietta and Denton. And then we also got severe thunderstorms going on across Kansas over here towards Kansas City, northeast of Kansas City over here towards Missouri, and St. Joseph as well over towards probably Missouri. Yeah, Missouri. And then we also have these other ones over here towards north and west of Russell. And then for tomorrow for our severe weather threat, let me see. So if we look over here, our severe weather for tomorrow, as you can see, we have a enhanced risk over here towards Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and a little small portion of Texas. And then if we look at our tornado threat, it is a 5% chance extending from Illinois all the way down towards the northeast of Texas. And then our 2% extending from Ohio and Michigan all the way down to Texas as well. And then our wind threat is going to be a 30% for parts of Missouri, Arkansas, and small portions of Oklahoma. Yeah, those small portions. And then over here we have a large hail threat with a hatched risk extending from Illinois all the way down to Texas. Our 30% is through Missouri, Arkansas, and parts of Oklahoma. And that's pretty much what's going on over there for tomorrow. So now let's go back into what is going to be happening for right now. Whoops. Here we go. Oh, we actually have a confirmed tornado. So if you're towards Hoyt, Kansas, as you can see, we currently have a confirmed tornado on the ground. It's looking pretty concerning towards the south of Marietta, Kansas. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but we currently have a tornado going on over here. It is currently observed, so it has dropped once again. It's over towards Valley Falls. So that's also looking pretty interesting. Observed. Alrighty. So we do have a confirmed tornado over towards Hoyt and Marietta. As you can see, it is starting to come together with the velocities with the green and red. This is towards the north of Topeka now. It says it's radar indicated, but in reality it is currently observed because the National Weather Service has updated. It is 4 miles west of Hoyt and moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. So this thing is on the ground once again. It is spinning as well. And yeah, things are looking pretty interesting over there, as well as over towards Russell, towards north and west of Russell. As you can see, there is severe thunderstorm warnings going on as well. And over here towards Marysville and Seneca, Kansas, we have a severe thunderstorm warning going on over there. And then over here towards St. Joseph, we also have a severe thunderstorm warning going on with 1.75 inches in diameter of hail. And then over here towards the northeast of Kansas City, it is a max hail size of 2.5 inches in diameter. Max wind gusts are up to 60 mile per hour wind speeds. So things are looking pretty interesting over here with our tornado warning going on as well. So if you're just now tuning in, we currently have a tornado warning going on over here towards north of Topeka. It is radar indicated, and as you can see, the velocities are holding on. Yes, they are holding on, as you can see, over towards Hoyt and towards the north of Topeka. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. And towards the south of Holton as well. And then we have a new severe thunderstorm warning over here towards Wamego. As you can see, it is large hail, up to 3 inches in diameter of hail. Maximum gust is up to 60 miles per hour. It does actually include the interstate I-70 between mile markers 316 and 339. So those storms are firing up still over towards the I-70 and US 40. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. Yep. And then over here towards the north of Topeka, there is our tornado warning going on over here with our radar indicated tornado. Well, it's not radar indicated, it is observed, so it is looking pretty interesting. And then over here towards Kansas City, towards northeast Kansas City, we have our storm going on. Our thunderstorm damage is considerable over towards northeast of Kansas City. Our max hail size is 2.5 inches in diameter of hail, with max winds up to 60 mile per hour winds. And then we also have our severe thunderstorm going on over here towards St. Joseph, with our thunderstorm damage threat being considerable as well. And if we look over here towards the north of Topeka, our tornado warning is still going on. It is a observed tornado. Our radar indication is also looking pretty interesting toward the north of Hoyt. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but it is looking pretty interesting with our observed tornado still going on. Yes. So our tornado warning over here towards Topeka, we have a tornado warning. If you're just now tuning in, we're still looking at this thing. It is a observed tornado. Our velocities are still holding on to make it a tornado warning. It is a observed tornado. It does say radar indicated, but the National Weather Service did upgrade it to our observed tornado. With our max hail size up to 2.75 inches in diameter of hail. And over here towards Russell, we also have our severe thunderstorm warnings going on over here. Yes. And towards the northeast of Kansas City, we have our tornado warning, or not our tornado warning, but we have our large hail threat going on with 2.5 inches in diameter of hail. With thunderstorm damage threat considerable. So things are looking pretty interesting over there. And then we have our large hail threat going on over here towards St. George, with our severe thunderstorm warning going on over there. There are max hail size up to 3 inches in diameter of hail. Our max wind is up to 60-mile-per-hour winds, and it is a destructive storm. So I would keep in mind with that. And our tornado warning that is still going on is towards the north of Topeka. Our tornado is radar indicated. Well, it's not radar indicated, it is confirmed because of the National Weather Service upgrading it. Things are starting to slow down with our warnings. If we look at our total warning count, as you can see, we only have 9 warnings left. We have 8 severe thunderstorms and 1, or actually no, we have a new one. We have 9 severe thunderstorm warnings and we have 1 tornado warning still going on. Yes. This is towards the northwest of St. Louis. And I believe the St. Louis National Weather Service is actually down with their radar. I did actually see that earlier, so things were also looking pretty interesting over there. Now we're here towards the north of Topeka. We have our tornado warning going on as well. The radar indicated status, actually no, it's not radar indicated, it is a observed tornado. So, things are looking pretty interesting over there. I'll say once that tornado warning drops, I'm probably going to log off for the night. As you can see, we have less warnings for our severe thunderstorms. As you can see, there is still a strip that can potentially be issued towards Interstate 35. Otherwise, that is pretty much about it. I mean, you still got our severe thunderstorm warnings going on, but other than that, it's still going on. And we still got this possible observed tornado on the ground as well still. I don't know if it's on the ground, but I got a feeling it still might be. We're towards Marietta and towards the north of Hoyt. And towards the southwest of Benson. I'll say we still have our warnings going on towards Kansas and Missouri. And then there's still one going on over here towards Illinois as well. Almost heading into Indiana. We still got our tornado warning going on over towards the north of Topeka. It is radar indicated. Oh, it's observed, actually. Yeah, it is actually radar indicated. Now that I think about it. So I don't think it's on the ground, but if it still is, I would still be taking shelter and being in your safe spot. No matter what circumstance, I would still be in that going on. Alright, so we currently have our tornado warning going on over here towards Topeka. Um, Towards the north of Topeka. It is radar indicated now. It is not observed. I don't think it's on the ground, but no matter what, still stay in your safe spot. And then we still got our severe thunderstorm warnings going on over here, with 3 inch in diameter of hail still expected. And the severe thunderstorm damage threat is destructive. Yes. And we also have a severe thunderstorm going on over here towards Kansas, northeast of Kansas. Our thunderstorm damage threat is considerable. Our max hail size is 2.5 inches in diameter of hail. Max wind gust up to 60 miles per hour. We still got our tornado going on over here towards Topeka as radar indicated. There is still spin to it. It is still spinning over towards Marietta and Denison. Yes. So it's still spinning, still going on. It still keeps on going. We still got our tornado warning going on over towards north of Topeka, with our thunderstorm damage threat considerable. I'll say there was a new severe thunderstorm. Our max hail size is 2.5 inches in diameter hail and winds up to 60 mile per hour winds with our maximum winds. Alright, so we currently have our tornado warning going on over here towards Topeka. It is radar indicated. Our max hail size is up to 2.5 inches in diameter hail. It is currently radar indicated. It is heading towards Denison, Kansas. I don't think it's going to make any more impact, but still stay in your safe spot, even if the tornado warning is still imminent. We're still going on. And we also have our severe thunderstorm warning going on over here towards Russell, north of Russell, and west of Russell. And then a severe thunderstorm warning going on over here towards Kansas City, northeast of Kansas City, with 2.5 inches in diameter hail and maximum gust up to 60 mile per hour winds. And over here towards St. Joseph and Savannah, Missouri, we still got the storm going on with our hail up to 2.5 inches in diameter hail. Otherwise, that is pretty much about it for that. Ooh, there is a little bit more velocity rotation starting to form over towards the southeast of Denison. You can see that's. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, so that's Denison over there. And then the rotation over here towards the north of Hoyt. The storm is expected to go north. Well, not north, but it's supposed to be going northeast. And our severe thunderstorm warning over here towards Terre Haute, towards Indiana, and towards the east of Charleston, Illinois. It is north of KC, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Nothing really concerning going on over there. Still waiting on what is going to happen with this tornado warning as of the moment. It is still radar indicated. It is actually expected to last till 9:30 p.m. Central Time with our tornado warning. So in about 1 more minute, it is going to expire. And it's over towards, it's currently towards the south of Denison, Kansas, and towards the north of Topeka. It is currently looking pretty interesting. Well, the velocity, it's starting to show signs of strengthening a little bit towards the north of Hoyt and south of Denison, Kansas. Otherwise, it's really nothing, really doing nothing else. The warning has officially expired. As you can see, there's no more red box of a tornado warning. So it looks like we're pretty much for all clear as of now, but still could rotate and become a possible tornado once again. Yes. Now all we got is severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm still going to be watching this thing over here towards the north of Topeka. Otherwise, it's pretty much about it. There's really nothing else going on. So we only got about 8 more warnings left. Yeah. There's 8 more severe thunderstorm warnings. Alrighty guys, in about a couple minutes I'm going to be starting to log off. So just keep in mind, for the tornadoes, we could still see them. As of now, I think that as the night goes on, that threat is going to slowly weaken, and then it'll go probably down to 0, but then as tomorrow goes into play, we can see probably a lot more because it could be a long expansion of a 5% tornado threat. And it's going to be including about 5 or 6 states, so things are looking pretty interesting over there. As well as, we still got our severe thunderstorm warnings going on over here, and if there is a tornado during the night, just make sure you are in a safe area, taking shelter in a sturdy shelter in area. Make sure you have your NOAA radio, and your NOAA radio ready in first hand. Worst case scenario, if there is a tornado or a large severe thunderstorm warning, is there will be large hail out of these storms. It looks like there's really nothing else going on. I'm gonna quickly go over for the severe weather threat. So let's see. So we're over here for Thursday. As you can see, we have a enhanced risk of severe weather over towards Missouri, Arkansas, and parts of Oklahoma. And then over here, like I said, there is a large 5% threat of tornadoes expanding from Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and a small portion of Texas. And it's a large area, and the 2% extends from Ohio and Michigan all the way down towards Texas. And there's a 30% threat, including for wind for Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. And then over here, we have a hatch threat expanding for our hail threat. This is going to be expanding from Illinois all the way down towards Texas. Yep. And then our 30% from Missouri all the way down towards Oklahoma. And then that is pretty much about it. And then that's the wind. And then the 5%, everything's pretty much the same, but then the 15 is expanding from Indiana and Illinois all the way down towards Texas, and even a small portion of Iowa. So it looks like that is pretty much about it. And it looks like that's going to be finishing up for this stream. But anyways, thank you for watching, guys. It was a crazy evening with our tornado warnings. We tracked about 5 or 6 for the night. About 4 or 5 or 6. There's somewhere around there. It was quite a bit. It was crazy amount as well. And like I said, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Alrighty, see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Worst case scenario, if I don't go on tomorrow, I will be sending the tornado videos, the tornado radar indication. Otherwise, thank you for watching, guys, and that will be it for tonight.